Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. So, just a couple of things to discuss based on your feedback from yesterday. Number one, firstly, today in the episode, we're going to try and build some animal enclosures, get those animals fed, get some breeding programs going. Boy, we're gonna start this goddamn zoo, whether or not it kills me. A lot of you quite correctly pointed out that the reason we got so many quite difficult raids there was because our colonists died. So sometimes the tenants are definitely more trouble, specifically the tenants, sorry, I should say, rather than just colonists. The tenants are definitely a lot more trouble than they're worth, so we might want to consider that for the future. With regards to the feedback about certain bugs people noticed, things like the raptor shrimp wasn't fighting back because it was waiting for someone to ride on it. So that we need to be much more careful of. I might even just make it so animals can't be ridden full stop. Honestly, I've noticed a lot of weird behavior with that. So things like, I watched yesterday, there was a creature over here. John walked all the way over to it, got on it to ride it all the way to his bedroom rather than just walking straight there. So I think we'll just leave that off. Another thing I've done is I've removed the common sense mod, because I watched some of the colonists just in their downtime and they waste so much fucking time cleaning up, hauling things, rearranging stockpiles, completely pointless stuff that honestly is completely unnecessary, you know? Bear in mind, one thing I didn't point out as well, we're playing on a slightly higher difficulty too. I completely forgot to mention it. Oh, no, we're not. We're still on medium. I thought I moved us up to Randy. I thought I moved us up to Rough. Maybe I did. Maybe I did and turned it back down. I don't remember. Either way, we are playing on medium. But to be fair, given that medium's kicking our ass, maybe it's best we stay on medium in hindsight, huh? Another thing as well, people are pointing out that having this embrasure, I did talk about this in yesterday's episode. I did mention it briefly, though, so understandable if you missed it. I'll go over again at the start here so everyone's on the same page. If we put sandbags, I know this whole thing is an embrasure, and that's kind of dangerous. If we put sandbags in front of it, enemies can't stand there. You can't stand still on a sandbag. You can only move over it or through it. You can't stand on it. So if we put sandbags in front of that, not only does it provide a slightly additional bit of cover, but the enemy can't use it against us. Now, there is an argument, bearing in mind that the embrasures, I completely forgot about this, because with combat extended, the embrasures only cost 5. In this one, they cost 15. So now that I realise that, in hindsight, it would be better just to build entirely walls instead, which I'm probably going to do just to save us a whole bunch of shit. Then just have certain embrasures near the front gate, and then same story, really, with the embrasures near the front gate. We'll build sandbags in front of that. This is the problem with playing so many different mods and so many different mod packs, I could never remember the order things are. So in Combat Extended, like I said, there are only 5 each. In this, they're 15. 3 times the cost, probably not worth it in hindsight. So we'll replace the rest of this wall with just, the rest of the embrasures with just wall, and we'll keep some near the actual main entrance. But today, like I said, the main thing I want to do is actually start with the animal breeding program. So are we done with the animal feeders? We're almost done with the animal feeders. Get that done. We'll build enclosures for the animals. Like I said, we're not going to be bothered mounting them anymore and riding them around because they're such a pain in the ass. If we do want to ride them in the future, we'll just set a zone for them. We'll we'll set a zone for them, and then if we want to ride on them to go and, say, go up to the mechanoid thing and get some more components, we'll just set their area to unrestricted so that we can actually get on those and use them as a caravan. Is that muffalo okay? So we want to save that, John, save Whitney. Save Whitney Muffalo. That's one of our first Muffalo there, my man. Right now, I've got to focus on keeping John alive, awake, and tending to everybody, because unfortunately, he's our only good doctor, and we've got a lot of people that need tending. The Muffalos need tending, our colonists need tending, our prisoners need tending. There's a lot to juggle with one guy. Oh, just fuck off. For God's sake, give me 5 goddamn minutes, Rimworld. Okay, we need to deal with this as soon as possible, though. So the problem with these is they will lay eggs. Those eggs will hatch into more of these bloody spiders. Those spiders are also basically just automatically manhunters, so they are going to be a constant pain in our ass. Why are you wearing that armor? Take that off, for God's sake. They're all set to work, right? For some reason, they're not changing their outfits. Might be something to do with the common sense. Bear in mind, I have disabled common sense. I don't know if I made that clear, but I have removed that mod at this stage in time. Should we tidy up these corpses as well? We've got a corpse freezer, so it's only a case of just moving them over a little bit there. Right, John, how are we looking? Oh, you know what? Let's change their schedules. Let's give them a bloody day off. For God's sake, these people are going to go insane. And then we'll reset all this later on. Teresa, you don't get a day off because I need someone to keep the bill there because I haven't got a mod that allows us to manage bills. Having a party. That I will take. Thank God. That I will take. That's it. 10 to the Muffalo. Get them up on their feet. That's Whitney as well, so that's good. I think everybody's fine now. Trashy, you've been tended? Yes. Dominique has been tended. John has been tended. Everyone's fine. Forks, have you been tended? You've got an infection. Oh my God, you've got a major infection. What the fuck are you doing, John? I mean, trying to tend to everybody at once, to be fair. Right. 10 to Forks. Shit. This could be a concern. What's your infection looking like right now? 40% immunity. The infection's at 42%. Oh, you should be good then. You'd have been fine probably even without treatment. Well, you wouldn't have. You'd have probably just died there, but you should be good now. Oh, wow. That's okay. That's fine. I was a little bit worried then, kind of unnecessarily. I might give them a couple of days off, to be honest. I'll just have them set to anything so they can still do jobs, but they're eating all my fucking meals, you motherfucker. Great Devourer by name, Great Devourer by nature. Please don't eat our meals. Please. Wow. Troboguar has decided to sneak away early without paying. He's had the audacity to try and steal from you as well. Because he's got my shit. Right, chuck him in prison. That's it. You're done. You're out. You're going into the prison, my friend. You little motherfucker. I can't believe you'd do that. After all the things we've done for you, I might actually convert that into a full-blown prison at this stage. Capture him. Arrest him. John, take him prisoner. Trashy. Arrest this man. Teresa, get ready. Okay, John actually come and help out, though. Just in case he fights back. He's wearing full fucking armor. So that's a little bit annoying that he's decided to wear our armor before sneaking away. Little shit. Right, actually, no. You don't keep that pickaxe equipped. Club him over the head with it. John, anti-met rifle. Put him down. You can't fire. Oh, God, because we've got friendly fire turner. Take him down. Don't worry about Trashy. Trashy will forgive. That's so loud. I apologize, but there is nothing I can do about that. Just the mod has decided to crank up the... Shit, Trashy's down. John, save your friend. Well, I wasn't... Great, that's another fucking tainted set of armor. Why was he wearing that anyway? Manage outfits. Select outfit. Tenants. You're not allowed to wear that, right? What is it called? It's called like, it's something armor, isn't it? Armor. You're not allowed to wear armor. That's really fucking annoying, because we spent a fortune on those armor sets, and now 2 of them are bloody tainted, because the tenants decided to turn up and wear them. Sorry, I'm not going to get tilted today. I'm not going to get tilted in today's episode, but that is thoroughly frustrating. Right, go and get that. John, go rescue Trashy. Fucking rescue Trashy, you going to be alright? Just a bunch of... Every time Trashy is close to being healed, he just gets the shit beaten out of him. Poor Trashy. It looks as if Forks is going to be fine. 91% immunity, 60% spread of the infection. Oh, you're going to be absolutely fine. Tending expires. I mean, I'm not even going to bother tending them again, to be honest. It's really just not worth the medicine, is it? They're going to be absolutely fine. Before they even get to the bed, they are good. All right, I'm letting these guys have a day off or two, because honestly, it's been so stressful lately. John and Trashy have been nothing but, you know, getting injured and traveling, and everyone else has fought raid after raid after raid in the drop pods, and the animals going nuts, and just... Everything is not going their way. Right, let's redo this wall then very quickly before I forget to do that as well. So let's do marble wall. Again, just because it's super expensive, I was fine with leaving it how it was, but it's a little bit absurd, isn't it? Sure, I can... It's not exactly the neatest wall, is it? So we'll replan all of it. You know what? Fuck it. Start again. Start again with it. This can still be the entrance area, so we'll leave these sort of few blocks here standing, I guess. That's fine. Get rid of those. Everything else can go. We'll start a fresh one. Are you fucking joking? Give me a minute. This is what I'm talking about. We're only on medium difficulty. That's why I thought I turned it up. We're only on medium, and we're just constantly under threat. By the way, we just dealt with a man-hunting boomalope there as well. It's just non-stop. It's just non-stop. It is actually non-stop. To be fair, it's not that many. It's only 4 man-traps, so this shouldn't take too long. But everyone's injured. That's the worst part. Alright, I guess just line up on the other side of the embrasures then. That should provide more than enough cover to take out just a few bloody man-traps at the end of the day. Just line up here. We should be fine. Should be fine. It's just a few plants. Especially with John's ridiculously loud gun. After this, we want to... Oh, be careful of the turrets! We want to probably go and deal with that gigantic spider as well that I almost completely forgot about. Crack shot there, John. My God. Let's go deal with this thing before it starts laying eggs, because that will give us 100 more problems to worry about. There they are. So it not only does it lay eggs very, very quickly, not only do they grow very, very quickly, but it lays them in like batches as well. So we need to go deal with this as soon as possible. Oh my God, what are these as well? Just random. They're just wild feralisks. Okay, nothing to worry about there then. My gate is gone. They destroyed the entrance to the park. You motherfuckers. Actually, you guys go back. Do you think John can... Oh, man, they are quite large, though. I was going to say, do you think John can deal with it by himself? But almost certainly not. What we should do... Here's a good idea. You guys come stand here. You guys wait by the turret. Here, draft those up. Take him there. Teresa, go away. Honestly, Teresa, go away. Let's get John to actually bait the spider out. When it turns Manhunter, then we'll run him back to the front gate and let the turrets do most of the work. Right, good shot. Oh, incredible. It's not Manhunter yet. That's a fantastic start. 20% of his health gone in one shot. Fuck. Great. Oh, my God. It might actually go Manhunter at the rate we're going. Come on. Come on, John. John, move a bit closer, for God's sake, man. I gave you an order. Right, here we go. Here we go. I believe. John Hermond. Lover of animals. Slayer of animals. This is the most ridiculous... It's like Monster Hunter if it was shit. Wow, good work. Incredible. We do need to deal with these eggs as well. Can we just get him to stamp them? Stamp the eggs, John. What can we do with them? Can we just shoot at them? Will that work? No? Pick them up and chuck them in the freezer, I guess. Let's go and neutralize them that way. Well, that was fun. Okay, never mind. False alarm, everyone. Go about your business. Why make such a big song and dance over a spider that does nothing? The Great Devourer is in our freezer. Judging by its name, we probably don't want it there. I had no idea. So Dominique's daughter is 50? Okay. That raises some questions, but alright, fine. Let her on board. How old are you? 33. Yep. Oh, unless Dominique's her daughter? Daughter. No, she is definitely age 50. Dominique, age 33. Is that like a... Hang on. Bio? Is that like a... She's actually 400 years old. Chronological age is 400 years, but her biological age is 33, so she spent a long, long time in a crypto-sleep casket or something like that. So this is like a, what's that movie with Murph? You know that one, because this person's never been frozen. That's a strange experience. Look at those dinosaurs. I want them. Oh, I want them, but we haven't got room for them yet. We still got to build the infrastructure, but that's what today's for, right? That's what today's for. Get everything built up quite nice. Honestly, we should finish off the last of the research. Trashy and John, let's get on with this last little bit of research, my friends, so that we can focus on building the feeders and actually finishing off. Obviously, the wall comes first, but after that, things are in a great position for building our little zoo. There we go. At long last, the automated feeders are done. So that will, in theory, just feed the animals whatever we need them to be fed. So I'm thinking then, if that works as intended, oh my god, that's a lot. Shit. If that works intended, this is extreme war crimes. And I know how much all of you love your war crimes, right? Firstly, I'm going to fucking clear all of it. Should I just delete? It's just easy to delete the area, isn't it? And start again, huh? Right, delete that one. New area. Call this one Animal. You ready for some real Colonel Sanders level war crimes? Allegedly. And Animal, right? And then we'll go ahead and we take Animal. Watch this shit. Literally watch this shit. Boom. Lock them in there. Wildlife. They're safe. They're out of the way. They are going to be well fed, in theory. What do we need to actually build the stuff, then? So, Jurassic. They use a lot of resources. Fuck me. So, carnivore feeder. Costs more, but dispenses large amount of food. Right. How frequently does it dispense food? Because that might be a lot of food for these poor boys. Or not enough food for these poor boys. Put down that, and then we need a herbivore feeder. Herbivore feeder. There we go. It's honestly just like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis if you've ever played that game. It's identical to some extent. Right, there we go. What's a piscival? Like a fish eater. What the hell eats fish? I have no clue. Well, there we go. There's where all of our animals are going to live from now on. Like, all of them. We should probably very quickly also build this shit as soon as possible. Aiden, please. You need to help out with this, my friend. Right, you two get to work on that immediately. Otherwise, our poor boys are going to starve. My god. So, along with that, along with these hideous war crimes, we're researching the management software because these guys are going to breed like... Well, rabbits, to be honest, if they're trapped, I mean, case in point right there, they're trapped in a room together. All they've really got for fun is one another. So, is that going to even work? How does it work? I don't know what it do. Dispenses a large amount of food. Does it just daily dispense a set amount? The question is, how much is it for? Can it feed all of these animals we've got in our zoo right now? I have no clue. Let's make sure that's done as well. Aiden, you need to really haul ass with this, my friend. Really seriously get this done, because if it might, 6 o'clock every morning, it might trigger and feed. There we go. Okay, let's keep a close eye on these, make sure they're actually working. So last thing we want is all these animals to starve to death because I've locked them in a box for the time being. They are going to get some skylights though. I'm not a complete monster. They can see a 9x9 area of daylight. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, it just drops it on the floor randomly. And how frequently does it do that? Because it's only done it once since we've been watching it, and that's like almost 12 hours. Great Devourer ate it fucking all as well. Then again, it is called the Great Devourer. It's not called, like, we'll eat a little bit. Oh, God, this is not enough, is it? This is not going to be enough food. Might have to build a couple more of these, boys. I've left it about a day just to make sure that we're getting enough food, and it is starting to build up, especially overnight. It's sort of like once every 8 hours or something like that. I really wish it would say. Maybe it does say, and I just don't display. No, it just doesn't say anywhere. That's a shame. It should say something like, every 8 hours we'll dispense 25 food or whatever. That way you'd be able to actually do the maths for how many animals you can keep per enclosure. You sort of know what you need there. But it is building up quite quickly, as you can see. They are very hungry boys, though. It's still certainly not enough. No, it's certainly not enough. Oh, God. Okay. So we need to build another couple of these when we get chance, but, you know, we're completely out of steel and whatnot right now. That's why I'm moving all the kibble and things like that down into there, but all the kibble's gone instantly. These guys are very hungry boys. We're making more kibble, though, aren't we? Yeah, it's quite a long way to haul it, though, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Let's build a door. Let's build a door at the top here, just straight into the freezer, and then we'll build a door there as well, so that our... God, they've eaten all the corpses so quickly as well. Jesus. More importantly, they did a fantastically fast job with that wall. Look at that incredible stuff. Oh, some of those dinosaurs came down. Might want to recruit those guys, because I don't think we've seen those before. Corythiosaurus. Yeah, we'll try and recruit you at some stage. Welcome to the... Honestly, you're in the wrong neighborhood if you think this is where you want to be, my friends. Is there any wonder no dinosaurs come to our base? I love that I said we start a dinosaur... Like zoo, like a... I don't want to say Jurassic Park, but, you know, it's kind of what we're going for here. When, in fact... Do we even have any dinosaurs? We have one lot of carnivores, a big kangaroo, 2 tyranids, and a bunch of fucking cows. I feel like I've missed the mark a tad bit. Oh, man, the kibble's starting to build up, so we should be good. Between the kibble production and these things, we should be fine. We can ignore them. The management software is done. So what we can do is we can now build a manager's desk, which I believe is under production. Now, with this manager's desk, we can determine... how many of each animal we want. And honestly, I think like a Jade manager's desk would be pretty fantastic. We've actually got that. So we can determine how much of an animal we want. We can determine when to slaughter them. And sort of things like that, really. It's going to help us with all the minutiae. We can also determine things like whether we've got enough wood in storage, whether to cut down trees. It's the more basic stuff that you don't really have fine control of in Rimworld. There we go. I think we've got a really, really nice work order going on right now. So I've restructured their work to some extent and definitely made it a lot more streamlined. To be honest, without common sense, things are working so much better. So we've got Teresa working the quarry. She's obviously incredibly good at that. She's got a 40 mining. She's quite clearly capable of doing a lot of most other things there. So having her in the quarry all day as just somebody there to help provide some resources is quite nice. God knows what the hell a manipulator... I was trying to work out what the hell that is. So that's all she's doing, really. And we don't really need more people than that in the quarry right now, to be honest with you. Then we've got Dominique working the farms, other people as well. When the builders don't have anything to do, they'll help work the farms also. And when they can't do that, they'll go and help out in the quarry. We've got, Ian is just going through the base, making sure things are spick and span, you know, keeping the base nice and tidy, which is why it looks as nice as it does right now. In between that, also helping out on the farm. Then we've got John and Trashy down in the research center doing their things too. Honestly, this has worked out incredibly well. I think I really like the just particular workload we've got going on right now. The schedules are pretty good. I think we finally cracked it. It's taken a long time to get here, but now I've uninstalled Common Sense. Things are working a lot better, ironically enough. Ah, shit. That's why the tenants are wearing our stuff. It's called protective gear. It's not any form of armor. Right, okay, gear. Oops, sorry. Protective gear. Yeah, that explains a lot. Alright, take that shit off. Tenants. That's why we're being robbed blind, and that's why we're losing so many sets of this bloody armor to people just dying in it. So annoying that they can do that. Okay, so I think we've only got like 3 sets of protective gear left, so if we get a big raid, we've got a lot to worry about, I'll be honest with you. Oh my god, we've got 23 guns in the cupboard. What have we got in there? A load of bows, which we don't want. I really hope, the only problem with deep storage, I hope it's still affected by the orbital trade beacon. So if we want to sell that stuff, because obviously I have no need for 4 recurve bows and a short bow there, I'd like to be able to sell that off. I'm hoping they just, yeah, so they just take up the same spot on the world map. So in theory, as long as the trade beacon is covering that square, it should still work. Let's test out some of this other deep storage things. This stockpile is a real just eyesore right now, huh? To be fair, we've got so many other jobs to do. We can do the dedicated smelter. We don't really have anyone right now, huh? So we still got builders, so Aiden's still doing that. What's Dominique doing right now? Making kibble. That's honestly completely reasonable. So after he's done, what is he going to do next then? So you're going to... cute. Yeah, okay, so he's going to help on the farms, which is obviously necessary because we haven't got much planted right now. Yeah, you know, I don't want to interrupt this job order. Like I said, I think it's going so well. I didn't really want to fuck with it too much. There we go. Farms are coming along quite nicely now that our builders have finished all of their stuff. We can remove some of these random sandbags as well, because we really just don't want them lying around for the enemy to use against or anything like that. Why is deconstruction not going on? You know what? We should probably also up that. So they'll... Yeah, deconstruct and then construct, and then if you can't do that, they'll grow. Then if they can't do that, they'll repair. I think that's honestly fine. Teresa, like I said, I'm going to keep her in the quarry, so we could even blank out all of our other jobs. Obviously, she can be in the quarry for as long as she bloody wants. That's fine. You know, I'm really happy about this. We could do with a couple more turrets, things like that, and actually more advanced turrets eventually. Maybe even start looking into Rimatomics soon. We don't really have the resources for it, but of course, we could just set everybody in the quarry while we do the actual research itself there. We need more components. I should really be, have we got any steel? Oh my god, we've got no steel either. Where's all our steel going, can I ask? Steel. We clearly don't have any. What the fuck happened to all those components and all that steel we picked up? Oh, I guess we spent it on this, but that wouldn't have been that much, surely? Surely? I wish these animals would get out of the fucking freezer so it has chance to freeze. Because if they left it for long enough, there we go, the temperature would drop that they wouldn't want to be in there. Okay, well, let's not worry about it too much. Okay, how the hell do we want to do this then? I was going to say we'll have trashy... Ah, there we are. That's where they're on the shelf. Okay, so we've only got 109 steel right now. I want to get Trashy and John a chance to smelt all the rest of these scarlets and get that just dealt with, because that's a job that seems to have been hanging over us for ages. The whole reason I stopped the management... Oh my god, we get an AI manager for the quarry. Spend that AI persona core we spent ages trying to get. Oh, man. An enormous supercomputer capable of autonomously managing a quarry claims that the AI have a malevolent psychopathic subroutine are entirely false, we promise. I'm not sure I believe you. Wow, that seems to be very appropriate given that we spent so much time and effort getting the AI persona core. Let's get that built immediately. John, I know you're probably ready for bed and whatnot, but let's build this psychopathic AI colony manager. John is getting whispered to by a completely nuts thing telling us how to actually rule the colony, telling us to do this. That would be so cool if it was actually an AI all along, you know, do some research. Give Trashy another arm. Yes, of course, that's a great idea, says John. Easily influence John. It's online. It's online. We haven't got enough power ready to sustain it, but it is online. Oh, that's because the solar panels are off, so when those are back on. Wow, shit, there we go. So how does that work then? So how do we manage things? Manager. Right, cool. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how this mod works. So what do we do then? We say, we go to like, oh god, this is going to be like, what are those dinosaurs called? Let's just take this for example. So these are the ones we're looking at. So we've got 6 of the Storicosaurus. So we go back to the management tab. We go down to Storicosaurus. Man, this is so slow with this much shit, huh? We click that, and then we say, target counts 5 male, 5 female, 5 adults, and 5... Oh, I see. Auto-designate animals to be tamed. Oh, cool. So if any wild ones turn up, we can have people automatically do that. Cool. Butcher excess wild stock, obviously, yeah, any whatever. So no trained, no pregnant, and no bonded. Sure, we can set them to have automatic training as well. Very cool. Restrict animals to an area, so we can say that when they're born, they'll automatically turn up restricted to a certain zone. That's very nice. Wow, this is cool. This is going to save us so much time and effort. Oh, shit. Okay, so don't designate them to be tamed. How many do we want of male and female? To be honest, we could have like 3 male and 8 females, for example. Juveniles. We don't really want any juveniles, do we? Oh, we want them to grow before we slaughter them. How do we do that then? Butcher excess livestock. Will that not butcher the juveniles, or will it wait for them to grow up before they are butchered? I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. So I guess if we say 8 juveniles, 8 male, when we exceed that... I actually have no clue. If anyone knows how that works, let me know, and I'll get that set up properly. Restrict animals to area. Obviously, yeah, we want to restrict them in the animal zone, so that makes perfect sense. Butcher the excess. Absolutely fine. I guess you say 0 juvenile, 0 male. Whenever a juvenile is born at the excess. So if we say 999 and 999, as they grow up... Yeah, okay, so that's how it works. So we say infinite juveniles, but then as they turn into adults, they'll be butchered. That makes sense, right? Is that how that works? I can only assume just logically, you know, working things out here, that's how that would work. Butcher the pregnant ones, don't butcher the bonded ones, don't butcher the trained ones, naturally. Don't assign a master, preferably. Can we say no? I mean, it shouldn't matter. Set master following and just disable that. Cool. Restrict marked animals for slaughter, don't worry about that one. That's cool. And then we hit the manage button and that adds it into the list. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. We could also do the same thing with the muffalopes. Not really bothered about that. I'm quite happy for their numbers to just explode because they are so useful for the colony. So what about things like foraging? Okay, foraging we're not bothered about. Mining we're not really bothered about either, so we can manually set them to go and say we run out of components. These would automatically be marked for mining at that point. Again, not really a problem. Wood is kind of important, actually. So how much wood do we want in the stockpile, then, is the real question. Probably, we've got 548 right now, huh? Clear areas, what does that mean? Clear areas to keep... Oh, yeah, absolutely clear those. Holy shit. So, absolutely clear areas in front of wind turbines. Not that it's relevant right now, but in the future it'd be nice not to worry about it. Clear wind turbine cells of everything. Clear it of everything, yeah? I think that's a good idea. Boom. So that's going to stop our wind turbines being blocked ever. And then for wood logging specifically, make sure we've always got 500 in the stockpile. I think that's a great plan. Count all on map. Don't do that. Check your targets reachable. Definitely do that. Calculate distance based on actual path. as the crow flies is just literally a straight line from point A to point B, whereas with the path, it will consider them, you know, going through the walls, avoiding this stockpile, etc., etc. So I guess you would probably want to do that per their path rather than as the crow flies. So we'll leave that as it is right now then. Oh, actual path, yeah, tick that. Right, cool, that's fine. And then we just leave that. Yeah? So that's that done. Because we can't delete it. Oh, so that's a toggle rather than a... That's a toggle rather than a boolean, I guess. Perfect. Okay, cool. Done. And then hunting, we don't need to worry about. Automatically taming animals, that's fantastic. But right now, I mean, obviously we've set 2 of each, right? So we'd say tame 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. So it would be an incredible amount of work on my end to go through every single animal in the system, make sure everything is tamed, obviously. But I think it's definitely be worth it, because that way we're guaranteeing we've always got 2 of each in the zoo. A lot of work. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes. I don't know if I've got the 500 hours necessary to dedicate to that, but yeah, I think it would be better just to manually designate them as they turn up. Because right now we're not ready for really new ones anyway. We're not ready to open the zoo yet. We've barely got enough steel for the feeders or anything as well, so we need to... Let's just balance what we've got for the timing and make sure that the management software is working as intended. So then the next step is... Let's clone some goddamn dinosaurs. It's a dinosaur series. We haven't done any dinosaur cloning yet. So what is it we needed? We needed the amber extraction bench, which we've got. And then, of course, the DNA reconstruction bench actually requires DNA. So when these lights are built, we can get straight on with it. We should probably build some chairs in here as well, huh? Let's get some square... I mean, plasteel seems the most appropriate. I mean, I don't really want to write plasteel on that. But then again, we haven't got any steel. Amber chairs. Glorious. Amber chairs for the amber laboratory. That's fantastic. Amber floors as well. Can you build amber floors? They look hideous. No, we can't. That's a real shame, huh? What a real shame that we can't go a complete fucking amber room there. I'm getting some light in here, but we will replace all that with skylights, and then eventually we'll be able to turn it into a farm. I mean, turning the whole thing into a farm. It's mostly rich soil anyway, so that will be kind of a help. Right, let's do it. So, add build, extract DNA, 10 amber. Do until we've got, what, like 10 DNA? That seems fair. And then we'll put down a stockpile in here for... I assume amber or DNA doesn't decay. I mean, it does decay, but I'm going to assume in Rimworld it does not. So, let's go DNA. Manufactured. Yep, boom. What about items, though? What is that? Unfinished? Incomplete. Oh, that sounds useful to also keep in here. That also sounds fine. Let's go amber as well. So, mutagenic chamber. What in the fuck is that? We just want to focus on raw resources for the time being. So, that's critical. And then, let's delete that one. We don't need that one for the timing. And then we'll go up to here and we'll say, don't store any amber in this one and don't store any DNA either, which is not allowed in there. It's manufactured. So God knows which one of these are manufactured stockpile. None of it. Okay, cool. So that way we've got somewhere to now store the amber. So let's get that hauled over urgently just to save our boys Trashy and John a load of time with their research. Oh, he's already on it. Oh, it takes a long time. Good God. Can we hook up the cabinets to it? No. So this is the only thing that affects it. And you can only have one of those, right? Building one, placing more than one will have more than effect. Okay, cool. So we've just got to rely on John now. Good luck. Let's extract some DNA. And then after that, we can build our DNA reconstruction bench. See what we get out of that. I don't know if we have enough steel or components. Oh, someone's already on it. Wow, the amber chairs. Those are kind of cool, I will admit. Do they have like a beauty burn associated with them? 70? Is that not quite high for a good quality chair? What about the wood chairs by comparison? Masterwork wooden chair is only beauty of 40. So that is quite impressive. We should build a lot of shit out of amber. Oh my god, you get 5 DNA out of that, huh? Cool. So Aiden can actually start work on that. Build the chair literally right under John's ass. Incredible stuff. John the cowman is extracting DNA. I love that. I think we've come quite far in these past couple of episodes. I mean, today I feel like we made a ridiculous amount of progress already. Aiden, can we get the last of this bench done, or are we out of components? Yep, let's get on with that. Let's get that built as soon as possible so we can queue up some builds and get a load of dinosaur DNA. Question is, what the hell do we do with it after that? There's got to be another step, right? Oh my god, John reached level 20 intellectual. Fucking hell. Oh, we just build eggs with it. Oh, that's cool. So we just pick what we want and we can put them in the zoo. So I guess we'll start from the top down, right? Oh, some of them cost a lot of DNA though, huh? So we just do that and it makes an egg. Oh, wow. Wow, that's kind of cool. That's a nice little system. It's very simple, very straightforward, not overcomplicated. You extract DNA from amber, you stick it through the machine. Very nice. And then, of course, we can obviously operate on... So really, in terms of research, we can go for whatever we want. We can go for whatever we want. That's the dinosaur stuff basically looks at with the Jurassic Rim mod. Okay. We got to focus on the hotel aspect of things, and we've obviously got to focus on the park. So first things first then, septic tanks, water filtration, honestly, sewage treatment. Let's go for that. Let's go the whole board. Let's go for washing machine so that we can untaint our armor. So we do want to go for the furniture as well. Ah, piss. Sorry, let's try that again. This to start off with, just because it's necessary for plumbing and whatnot. And then we'll go for this one next. Waste disposal, industrial scale water is kind of unnecessary, I think. Oh, man, hot tubs for the hotel, though. Hell yeah. Let's go for it. Let's go. Oh, that grass was a bit larger. Let's go nuts with the research now. Let's spend a real long time on that. Honestly, I'd rather get John than trash his bedrooms out into this building, to be honest. It's a hell of a long journey for them to go over there every day. We might even end up connecting up to one massive building. So something I've really been ignoring lately that we need to focus on is getting our people bedrooms. Like Trashy, Forks, Teresa don't have a bedroom. I mean, this could be converted back into a prison. Because right now, obviously, one of the luxury bedrooms is taken up there. So let's get the bedrooms copied as a blueprint. That might have been it, but obviously they've been somewhat updated since. So let's get a copy of that. And let's move that and I guess attach it onto one of these buildings, right? So we can put it there and then mirror it and sort of build ourselves a new area out. That's annoying. That's annoying that I built this base like really strange shaped. Okay, there we go. So that's 2 more bedrooms. What do we need? We need 3 more, don't we? And like I said, I would love to get these 2 buildings eventually connected up. I think that'd be very cool. So we'll do something like that for the time being. It's not super ideal, I will admit. We turn this into a big corridor and even open it up into a massive recreation room. Move all this water-based shit. I don't know, back here or something like that. Doesn't really matter where it goes, to be honest. I'm sure we've got fresh water, yeah, all over the place. Certainly more than enough for this this sort of amount of people. Right, let's get these bedrooms built as soon as possible. And again, because I think the work order is in a pretty good place right now, shouldn't take them too long to build. Oh my god, the management software is working. Look, you see that? Trees are being automatically designated to be cut down and then people are going for them. Trash is going for that one next because we are using so much wood to build these buildings, which, by the way, got built in almost no time at all. I think it took them just over a day there. Man, that was real speedy, and these are going to be quite nice bedrooms as well, so I'm fairly impressed with that, all things considered. Tilled soil? What the fuck? Okay, let's get these walls up and running. There we go. And that's it. All we got to do is get some plumbing in now, and these are basically fully done bedrooms. What about the roof, though? How are we looking on that one? That'll definitely be finished by today, regardless. Very nice work. Okay, let's build some roofs over those then, and let's get our people moved in basically as soon as possible. I mean, if we can get this final roof done, I'd be very much appreciative. Please, playing billiards. Okay. Well, you know what? By tomorrow, by then, obviously tomorrow morning in Rimworld time, that's going to be finished, and there are 3 new bedrooms, so that should keep everybody's mood nice and high. We could even have Trashy and John out in this area instead, because obviously they're going to be running down to here. That way they can run up here, get the meal, and then come back down, and then when they need to go to bed, they just run back up to here. It's a bit more convenient than being all the way back deep in the base there. That's nice. I want to connect all this up and build it into one, like, big super metropolis for research and dinosaur-based things. This is going to be our big staff, almost like skyscraper-style building complex. And then, of course, the regular part we'll have to start building up very, very soon. We've got a lot of area to work with. My God, it's going to take quite some time. But, you know, we built quite a lot today. I think our progress has been pretty fantastic. Animals are done. We've got ourselves a dedicated barn with feeders. We've extracted some DNA. We've finished off our dinosaur research. 3 more bedrooms are done. Everyone's up on their feet and ready to go. Why is Eclipse such a bad thing? I'll never understand. Research has been fantastic. We built our AI manager as well. We're getting really far through the water filtration. You know, we've done a lot of that. I mean, it's just been fantastic. Today's been really, really good compared to yesterday in terms of forward progress for the colony. Everybody's happy, more to the point. And we've done a lot of micromanaging as well with the outfits and the manager and making sure we're getting always a set amount of wood and resources in the work order. It's been good. I'm quite impressed with this. And thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed playing it today. Thank you for the game as well, for not taking it out on me anymore. I'm not sure how much I could have dealt with what we had yesterday. My God. Thank you to the patrons for making this series possible, and a big thank you has to go out to Aiden W, Alpha Scuff, Anthony Golly, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sedini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Donald, Emerald Beam, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Ghost of Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Nat Buskers 911, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Roden, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manis, Shayok, Wayne, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kerner, Vacuous Bacchus, William Green. Thank you for your support at the Insane Tier Levels on Patreon. Thanks for making the channel possible. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, because that, I think, went pretty goddamn well today, huh? And a thank you to Asaro, Ann Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betsamus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don Conning217, easy to pronounce name, Eric Farrell, Exploding Knees, Foosh, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gompo Gray, Haji Dumar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Icy the Grey, Ida, Irish, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, James Shea, Jason Sushu, Jose, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Camel, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mastolp, Monty, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan, Samu, Panther Pearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Denisar, Rodrigo, Roshan Elgar, Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Smirtworm, Spencer Pell, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Volonkary, Varagon, Voodoo Mumble, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wilson Tef, Wolfie Yorker, Zach, Zico2, all the patrons that have not been shouted out as well. Thank you to you guys. And shout out to the Twitch subs, shout out to you viewers at home. Thank you for leaving likes and comments or whatever on the episodes, helps out the channel. And I shall see you all tomorrow for a fresh helping of Dino Time.